If you are new here, welcome. If you are not, welcome back. Hugs. Bougie kiss. Bougie kiss. Hi. Okay, before we jump into it, if you would like to book one-on-one coaching with me or something else, because I offer a lot of things, go ahead and click that link. You already know, www.lawlessoptionprincess.com. Please be sure to read my disclaimer in full before booking. It helps you out. It helps me out. And it makes everything easier for the both of us. Thank you. Let's just hop into it. Let's hop into it. What my best friend just said to me? Hold up. Please. Okay. Hey, you guys. So I already told y'all it's very snowy. I'm pretty sure if you're on the East Coast or you're in a cold climate, you are in hell with me right now, because I'm not a winter girl. I'm gonna just be honest. I am not a winter girly. But anyway, I had a good day. I went to the gym. I had some clients. I came back, whatever. Yes. So in the midst of a call with a client, I love when this happens. This is like my favorite way of birthing new topics, is talking to you all in client sessions. And it's just like so revitalizing and so invigorating that it makes me want to hop on right after I get off the call with y'all to talk about it, because I know that this will benefit our community as a whole. Okay. So my client today actually asked me a great question, and it made me think about how I have yet to come on here and explain it to you guys in this way. So essentially what she said to me was, how do you stop giving into the 3D? Like, how do you ignore the 3D as a whole completely? And I honestly told her the truth from my honest to God experience and perspective, which is genuinely, y'all, you have to fall in love with choosing yourself. You have to fall in love with your self-concept. You have to fully commit to your new state, and your kryptonite has to become you over everything else. Genuinely. And let me tell you, it is a quite fulfilling feeling, okay? There is a reason why. There's a reason why it doesn't feel good to depend on the 3D. There is a reason why it does feel good when you're choosing to act from your highest form of self. There are reasons for that. That is because when you're choosing self, when you're acting from your highest form of self, you're showing up as God, your true source, your true nature. And when you are dependent on external sources, on outdated storylines, that feels bad, because that is not rooted in your truth. So I worded it to her like this. I was like, okay, let's say there's a movie, and we know exactly how this movie ends. We know how this book ends. We know how this TV series ends. And every time I watch this movie, read this book, watch this show, I know how it ends, but for some specific unbeknownst reason, I'm expecting a different outcome at the end of it. Even though I've seen it 1,000 times, I've read it 1,000 times, I know this story. I know how it ends. Essentially, when you are choosing to commit to an illusion, which is the old story, you are saying, I know that interacting with this old story gets me nowhere. I know that doing the same things from a state of lack, I know that choosing to be dependent when it comes to validation, when it comes to feeling like God, I know that all of these things get me nowhere. I already know. I already seen this show. I've heard this song 1,000 times. But I'm still gonna do those things and then get frustrated when nothing changes. I'm still gonna do those things and expect a different outcome. How are you going to choose the things that disempower you and then act shocked when you're disempowered? And this is what Dylan James said. Okay? This is what Dylan James meant be the change. When you get to a point where, because I'm telling y'all, it is such a good feeling. It is such a good feeling when you are rooted in choosing yourself. It is addicting. It gets addicting. But the problem is you are still, for some reason, choosing to see you being your highest self as a chore. You choosing yourself, again, what do I always say? As an uphill battle. As laborious. Which is indicative of your state. If you're choosing to see you choosing yourself as hard, it might be different, but we don't say hard. It might be different, okay, but not hard. But if you're choosing to see choosing yourself as hard, that is a reflection of your state. And that is something that you just might want to bring your awareness towards, okay? But at any rate, I'm telling y'all, it is such a good, it is such a good feeling. I always say, this is an inside joke I have with myself, okay? So it might not resonate with everybody, but whatever, okay? I always say, I'm doing it for the self-concept points. I am doing it for the self-concept points, meaning any chance I get when I'm presented with a circumstance, when I'm presented with a choice, I'm going to choose to lead with my self-concept, because my self-concept means so much to me. The way that I conceptualize myself means so much to me that I am not coming back down here. I'm not lowering my sense of self to come interact with some peasantry behavior. I've come too far. I've elevated myself too much to consider getting off of my throne and coming down here to interact with some bullshit. Nah. When I could just be the version of me who has it all. I could just be the version of me who is chosen. Because everything stems from here. This is the power source. Everything stems from here. Ooh, I just had damn, I hate when I'm in the midst of talking and I draw a blank. Y'all gotta start thinking about choosing yourself as a prized possession. You gotta start thinking about your consciousness, the way that you conceptualize you as your little bitty baby. Okay? Something that you would do anything for. Something that you would put above all else. That is how you have to value yourself. I say it all the time. This is about you. I'm to the point where I've started calling law of assumption law of me. Law of me. Because these desires, they're cute. Yes, they're cute. But they wouldn't even hold any relevancy if it wasn't for me. I bring relevancy to the desires. I said this in one of my recent uploads. Your desires don't even matter in the space-time continuum until you as the consciousness showed up and gave it validity. I'm being real with you. You reign above it. You literally, your desire does not have collateral over you. You have collateral over your desire. This is your house. This is your house. So genuinely, honestly speaking, instead of thinking, what do I have to do to get the thing? What do I have to do to continue to fight the 3D? Stop thinking of it as a fight. Stop thinking of this as a battle and fall in love with you. Fall in love with your state. Fall in love with the feeling of choosing self. Fall completely, get immersed. Become enamored the same way that you love your person, the same way that you want your person to love you back. Give that love to you, because really all you're doing for your entire life, I've said this before in the past too, is loving yourself through the experiences that you are choosing to have and accept as true. Yeah. Okay? Bookie? Checking Instagram stories. stories, beneath you. Looking for the external proof, beneath you. It's already done. And I told her this, and I'm gonna tell y'all this too. Don't be afraid. Then this sounds simplistic. Don't let this go over your head. Understand what I'm saying. Do not be afraid. I don't care if you don't see a semblance of proof in your 3D reality. As God, you have the ability to say, yes, my desire is here. Yes, it has materialized in the 3D. Yes, it has shown up in the 3D. I said that. I said so. I'm not waiting. It is done because I am God and I said it is. That is the proof. That is the reference point. Not this dumb shit, bro. If I catch you looking at the 3D for confirmation when you was good, we gonna fight. For real, okay? But anyway, I am going to leave it right here. All right, y'all. Please make sure, if you don't already, to follow me on Twitter at It's Her Universe. Also, follow me on TikTok and Instagram. When I'm not on here, that's where I am, honey, okay? At TiffriahGrande. And also, I have a Law of Assumption Insta, and we have so much fun over there, which is just Law of Assumption Princess, okay? And until next time, you know that I love you. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you.